Welcome back everyone, and it is time to go balls deep into Dragon Ball Super Chapter 81. And you know what that means? It is time to get hype!
Yes! 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 Yes!
Dragon Ball Super has revealed some juicy information regarding Bardock in this chapter, but Vegeta fans are once again pissed off because he takes another L by giving Goku the spotlight again. You see, this is becoming a bit of a recurring process. Really, we should all just be used to it by now, okay? We have to accept it. Vegeta will just never get the spotlight, okay? In Chapter 81, Gas has finally unlocked his predatorial inner state and now achieved his final form, which in addition to his already broken arsenal of abilities, Gas's overall stats and power has increased tremendously. Like, if my guy wasn't broken before, then he most definitely is now. The chapter starts with Gas flexing his newfound powers by using some Doctor Strange spelled shit akin to gravitational manipulation on Goku and Vegeta by simply flashing his eyes towards them.
Wait a minute!
This heavily limits their movements by increasing their overall gravity. Just at that certain point when it seemed as though the Saiyans will meet their doom, Gronolah remembers that they are the main characters and comes in and teleports behind Elec in an attempt to eliminate the main instigator of this entire arc. Remember guys, Elec is the brains behind the Heeters operations, the older brother who was in charge and actually responsible for Gronolah's mother's death. Unfortunately though, Gas quickly notices this and teleports his older brother away from danger. Gas has quite literally become a magician now. With nothing more than just a little glance, he is using instant transmission like it is some kind of dojutsu. Now this man Elec has to have a gold medal in instigating because he just continues to talk so much shit to Gronolah, trying to get under his skin as much as he possibly can. In his perspective, Elec believes that he's the main reason as to why Gronolah is still alive at this point. Like Elec allowed him to live. Yes, even after being responsible for the death of his mother, he tells Gronolah, "You do realise that we could have killed you at any point too, including now." It was by only his permission and good heart that Gronolah is still alive. Ooh, that's so kind of you. Thank you. I never thought of it like that. You really are just a really nice man actually, aren't you? And while Gronolah put his fingers together to charge up a blast, Gas comes out of nowhere and basically shatters every bone contained in this dude's arms. Basically, kind of like imagine a Mortal Kombat X-ray finish. To make things worse though, he then proceeds to gouge out his eyes using Ki Blast. Just when you think that Gronolah has been through enough, he gets shot in the back by Elec in a cold-blooded fashion, suffering the same fate as his mother. Everybody around the scene horrifyingly gazes upon this as Gronolah's lifeless body plunges into a nearby lake. Now it is time for Goku to come in. Seeing Gronolah get absolutely manhandled by Elec and Gas enraged him. So, yeah, Vegeta decides to give him the last of his energy. Like, why, man? Why? When did Vegeta start becoming some kind of philanthropist? All he seems to be doing in this manga is being some kind of charity. I mean, he even taught the Universe 6 Saiyans how to become Super Saiyan for free. And constantly throughout the manga, he helps people with his wisdom rather than going for the dub. First, he gives gives his senzu bean away, and now the last of the energy that he has? It's like Toriyama is purposely trying to take any chance or moment away from Vegeta. However, even though our prince doesn't get to show off more of that ultra ego, one thing for sure is that we have to give it to him, Vegeta has had some pretty good character development. Though we would think that his power is scaled on his pride, it seems that his true character has grown to become more sympathetic and reasonable. Okay, fine, it doesn't make any sense, alright? Especially after the last few chapters we built up a strong connection to Vegeta's experience to Gronolah's. The two have more chemistry than him and his damn wife, for God's sake. Like, this was the perfect moment for Vegeta to shine and take revenge on Gronolah's behalf. Having Goku do this just doesn't make any sense. But hey, Toriyama, if you're making that good money, listen, I understand. Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do, and I respect it. But coming back to this fight, Vegeta breaks the gravitational force that was holding on to Goku in order to fight Gas in a last-ditch effort. Gas admits to his brother that he did feel a little bit conflicted when Alec had made the wish for him to become the strongest, but over time he realized that this decision was very necessary for their initial plan. I mean, after all, I imagine many things are easier in life when you have the universe's greatest warrior giving you a hand. Although Alec acknowledges his younger brother's gratitude towards him, he lets him know that the job hasn't been completed yet, as Goku and Vegeta still remain alive. This is when we see Goku transform into Super Saiyan Blue and zoom towards Gas, kicking him to the ground. However, this time, instead of fighting him from the get-go, Goku politely asks Gas and the rest of the Heeters to leave the planet, explaining that he's got no real reason to fight. You know, he's trying that whole talk no jutsu shit, but this is Dragon Ball, that ain't gonna work. Throw hands or nothing. Goku tries to call Goku's bluff, asking him if he's not raged over his friend's death, to which Goku replies, "Oh, I'm mad." However, Goku says that how anger is an emotion that will only ruin his special move, which is actually pretty ironic really, considering that Goku is a Saiyan and all, and Saiyans get an increased power boost from being angry. And so, the special move that Goku could be referring to is possibly the technique of combining Ultra Instinct with the Super Saiyan form, just like he used back when he fought Gronolah in Dragon Ball Super Chapter 72. However, his pleas towards Gas personally doesn't even faze him, due to the reason of Goku being aware of their plans. Therefore, begging for his life isn't gonna help him at this point. Gas follows this order and then he begins to use his telekinesis powers to send a wall full of spikes towards him, although Goku manages to leap out of the way just in time. But more and more objects are being sent his way, in which he has to rely on his Ultra Instinct and physical capabilities to effectively dodge these oncoming attacks. One thing to note about Gas unlocking his final form is that this transformation now gives him the power to manipulate much larger objects, as it is shown that he can now use telekinesis to control things like trains. Honestly, this fight just went from Dragon Ball Super to Spider-Man real quick. We literally see a train ram into Goku as he has to hold on at the very front. You can't tell me that this doesn't look exactly like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, right? You all know what I'm talking about, because that exact scene, that shit is iconic. Anyway, Gas thanks Goku for humoring him with his toys and tools as he wanted to test out his new power. Through this bout, Gas comments about Goku's lack of fight in him, as when he fought his father Bardock, there was more ferocity. Because of the gap in power between the two, most of Goku's attacks don't seem to land at all. Meanwhile, Gas starts to get annoyed that Goku doesn't contain that fiery and feisty nature that his father had. Goku isn't showing any emotions, nor is he fighting head-on like the Saiyans usually do. This is an unexpected surprise to Gas. Goku struggles to continue because as he tries to get Gas with a key blast, another train out of nowhere comes flying in, sending Goku elsewhere. Now, this time we've gone from Tobey Maguire Spidey to Tom Holland, because this is giving me massive No Way Home vibes. You know, back when Strange and Spider-Man fought in the mirror dimension. You guys know what I mean. Comment down below if you agree. Now this man Vegeta is clearly frustrated by the absolute buffoonery he is seeing in the air. He's probably regretting giving all his energy to Goku because this dude is barely doing anything to Gas that has been remotely effective. At this point, Gas comes to confront Goku. He explains that when it comes to combat, the resolve of Bardock was much more different to the resolve of Goku. Like we said, as his father is more fierce and wild, Goku is much more calm and collected. Because of this sheer difference in personality, Gas begins to question whether or not Goku really is the son of Bardock. Now honestly, at this point, this just makes us question, what exactly did Bardock do to Gas? Like, in this really weird way, it almost feels like Gas is simping for Bardock. It's likely that Bardock, even though he wasn't anywhere near Goku level, still managed to do something that dealt long-lasting mental damage. Because Gas has some severe-ass PTSD when it comes to him. It is possible that whatever Bardock did might be used again by Goku in this fight. Because remember, Bardock defeated a predatorial state version of Gas, though he was out of control, he still won. Is there a technique that can shut off Gas's innate power? Bardock is a fighting genius, and I'm sure that he probably figured something out. In reality though, some part of Gas wants redemption for the huge L he was given by Bardock. I guess he thought that if he beats Goku in a way, it would be like beating his father. However, Goku is a fruit that fell far from the tree. So far, in fact, that as a baby, after his departure from the planet Vegeta towards Earth, he hit his head forgetting all of his past memories of when he was a pure-blooded Saiyan. And that is precisely what he tells Gas. Learning about this, lots of questions start to open up for Gas as he now understands Goku a lot more, saying that Goku can't comprehend who he really is, therefore there is no way that someone like Gas could fall to a person such as him. However, in our opinion, Goku is still very much like his father. Both of them sought justice for their friends and family, even risking their lives for it. Goku, being calm and collected, is training to surpass the current realm he is stuck in. Ultra Instinct isn't a transformation, rather it's a mindset. And it's when that mental state enters the zone of complete nothingness, the body can then relax and react to any attack. Goku is trying to enter this state in his base form. This in turn will make him a complete fighter. However, regardless, Gas, still thinking prematurely, relying on strength that he himself didn't work for, decides to use his telekinesis to send the train Goku was on straight into the water in an attempt to eliminate Goku by drowning him in a similar fashion to when Frieza tried to drown Goku back in the Namek arc. Goku once again attempts another ki blast straight at him, which simply turns out to be another waste because Gas easily catches this blast, sending it right back to him, knocking him back into the water. Goku's frustration then begins to show because everything he's tried to do on Gas all turned out to be useless. However, Gas quickly notices something in the distance. He then finds out that the real reason as to how Gronolah and the Saiyans kept getting revived over and over again is due to Minato and his ability to heal, as we see him desperately trying to revive Gronolah, who happens to be barely holding on to his life. To everyone's shocked surprise on Gronolah still being alive, Gas's frustration increases as he comes to the conclusion that he must kill Minato first due to his healing capabilities. As he zooms towards Minato's location, Goku quickly grasps upon this and catches up to him just in time before he's able to do anything to both of them. Goku proceeds to then instant transmission both him and the Gas towards a whole different planet, conveniently a certain planet that Jacko is residing in. The difference between Goku and Gas's technique of instant transmission is surprisingly quite vast. Goku is able to instantly teleport to any place he chooses, as long as he can sense the nearby ki of someone he recognizes, something which Gas isn't able to do. Goku's own version of the technique is far superior to that of Gas's due to how much training he's experienced using the technique for many years ever since he first used it back in the Android arc. That is why even though Gas tries to attack him, all of his hits won't connect due to Goku just simply teleporting away from him every time. This then basically turns it all into a little game of cat and mouse, as Goku is then playing around with Gas as he teleports to yet another planet in where to fight Gas in, ending the chapter at that point. However, all of this showcases that Gas is getting outskilled by Goku. Let's not forget that even Gronolah is stronger than Goku, yet he is lasting much longer. This is is only due to the difference of experience in battling, and slowly Goku will enter the state of nothingness and achieve another level to Ultra Instinct. Bardock's play might also come into Goku's might, and there is the fact that LX Wish must definitely have a limit and drawback. The reason he told Gas to hurry up and kill Goku and Vegeta might be because he knows this power isn't long lasting, but just long enough for him to complete his mission. A lot of other theories that you guys have had throughout the Dragon Ball community is that the next planet that Goku teleported towards was planet Vampa, in which we all know is where Broly dwells. This could most certainly be a possibility due to Goku's capabilities to sense the ki of someone nearby, and Broly fits that description. Plus, it would be cool as hell to see both Goku and Broly team up to take down Gas together. A little something for all the Broly fans like me to enjoy. Although Bardock being able to give Goku a W in spirit would be a lot more heartwarming. Anyway guys, make sure you watch this video next if you want to understand more about Gas's backstory with Bardock. But until then, peace.